Now, I did think about hanging on to this video and uploading it later in the week, but yesterday it seemed like almost everyone uploaded an anglerfish video, so let's just make it the weekend of the anglerfish, and we'll go for back-to-back videos. So if you haven't actually seen yesterday's video, I'm going to spoil what happens in it now. So if you actually care about it, go and watch that one first. But in that run, I was trying to get a full team of pets from outside the pack, and in the end I ended up winning with only a 3-pet team. So I kind of promised myself that that wasn't the end of the challenge. We want to keep going until we get an entire board of pets from outside the pack and actually win with it. And I'd had a few close calls where I felt like I could have maybe won if I got extremely lucky, but I think realistically, for this to work, I was going to have a really good chicken game, because the chicken now scales the shop on faint. It only scales future shop pets, so you can't sort of freeze pets and keep them frozen and then keep scaling them with the chicken. So we need to scale the shop to such a point that the pets that the anglerfish is stealing from outside the pack have high enough stats by themselves, and we don't have to spend a lot of energy looking for chameleons and pumas, and this means that we can basically just focus on finding the anglerfish. So we've got the chicken in now, but its stats are terrible. We have to put it up near the front to make sure that it faints, otherwise its ability won't go off. I've also got the level 2 goldfish there. A lot of the time it's not worth leveling up the goldfish, but I was trying to get a second chicken there, I think. It didn't work out. However, we do still win. So we're already on 6 trophies, but we're going to start losing a lot of lives as soon as we get multiple chickens into the team. So I think here I'm just going to pill the tar, give the bluebird the chili, and we'll get the second chicken in. We get the chocolate, which I think I'm going to freeze because we don't have enough gold to give the chicken, level up the chicken and then buy another pet. And I think here, what do I take? Am I just going to risk it? Yeah, okay, we're going to go for the can. Be extremely greedy. Although, like I said, at this point, I'm committing to losing multiple lives. But we do also get the flashlight, so that means we can kind of give the chicken a little bit of a jump start as we look for T-Rex, which can actually scale it without us needing to look for the toy pets. So level up gives mongoose and sauropod no use. Another chocolate definitely should freeze it. Not sure why I was hesitating there. And next turn we can potentially find the T-Rex in the shop. So I'm going to take the chameleon just in case I end up getting a pill by chance. And also it means that we get the +6/6 on the bluebird in the battle. So that might end up saving us. We get matched with level 2 buffalo. So that's basically going to be GG's on this particular battle. But that's okay. And we get another chicken. So now we get the flashlight scaling onto the chicken, the first chicken, and bring the second one in and try and get it to level 2. Selling the goldfish gave us a huge amount of gold there. We get another level up, but there's no T-Rex. Kind of unfortunate. However, I can't remember who said it, but someone did mention that, I think it was in the comments on YouTube, that having lionfish at the back kind of works like badger. So if you put the lionfish right at the back, I mean, most people put it to the front because they want to deal as much damage as possible. But if you put it at the back, that means you've got a decent chance of, when it faints, it wipes the remainder of the opposing team, and you just have to hope they don't have any summon pets. So here I think I'm actually just going to sell the flying squirrel and get a third chicken in. We might as well just fully greed. We need to scale the shop as soon as, as quickly as possible, and then just stock up on anglerfish. So I've got 1 frozen, but we really want to wait as long as possible so that the pets that it provides are properly scaled up. I mean, we could use the T-Rex to scale them, but we're relying on finding pets that are in tier 5 or 6, and a lot of the time it's not going to be the case. So that team did kind of mess us up by moving the lionfish further down the lineup, so it wasn't a draw. Another chicken, so I think, do I take it or not? Yeah, we're going to go for the triple level 2 chicken. and another anglerfish frozen. I think the last opponent was Starpack, so we could have stolen something there, but again, we really just need to wait and just save the anglers. So we're getting plus 5/5 to the shop here, but I don't think the level 1 lionfish is going to do enough damage there to get the draw. And the chicken's scaling up a little bit more. There's another lionfish. Now I think here I decide that I need more firepower to try and eke out more draws. So I'm just going to go, I'm going to combine the chickens rather than being too greedy and having them separate. That chicken is only providing one extra +1/1 to the shop. And then we'll also give the back lionfish the melon, although you are sometimes at risk of winning by accident when you have the melon. We get matched with, that was a strange kind of team where they've got the smaller fish at the front with melon, but then the larger hippo behind without it. Unfortunately not a draw. We do get a T-Rex. I think, do I take it or not? I was thinking about some of the pack 1 pets here. We've got skunk there is an option. Of course, the T-Rex wouldn't be able to scale it, but on 8 wins and turn 14, 2 hearts, there's a good chance that we only have 2 or 3 turns left at most. So I was thinking about combining the lionfish here, and we're going to go for one of the pets, and we take tiger. So we were lucky there. We were offered 2 tier 6s. I feel like cat just isn't good in this pack. Because there's very little stat food. There's apple, lasagna, and something else I think as well. So we go for the double dip and we get 2 tigers, which is incredibly lucky, because that also means that the tiger can trigger on the chicken and give us extra scaling to the shop next turn, and we get 2 more anglers frozen. So we really just need 1 more, or we could look for a chocolate. And then we would get a duplicate when we buy the second angler. And here this is going to be a win. So we're now into a position where we could potentially get 3. But actually the opposing team was awful. It was cassowary, lion, hummingbird, pillbug, panda. All pets that I don't want. So we could look to try and throw. We could just sell both chickens and the lionfish, but maybe actually just selling the lionfish would be good enough to throw. Yeah, we're going to sell the lionfish because, okay, I'm going to take the goat so that next turn I can actually, recover some gold from the buy sells, and that might mean that I can buy extra equipment on the pets that I'm going to steal from the anglerfish. But of course, this is all based on getting a pack that is usable. We want it to be, pack 1, pack 3, pack 4. As long as we don't get puppy pack, we should be able to get the full team here. And it's golden pack, and they've got a bunch of really good units. I think the only one I don't want out of that whole team is the gazelle, and level 3 cobra gets us the loss that we wanted. So now we can sell chicken, buy angler. The goat gives a little bit of gold back, and we can take Nyala or cobra, both very, very good. We'll go for the Nyala first, and cobra second, and finally we'll sell the goat and buy the angler, and we'll take bird of paradise. So we're going to turn down gazelle twice. We'll get a little bit of extra scaling from the bird because we have some gold left. I could take the pancakes here. It would be nice to have lemon or some other protective equipment. I guess garlic is an option. So there's melon. Perfect. So I think I'm actually going to put the melon on the tiger because that means that hopefully the cobra should shoot twice. We can't really put tiger behind tiger, that doesn't work. So here we go with a full team of pets from outside the pack, and our opponent is the most vanilla pack 1 build imaginable. Double level 3 tier 1, bison, giraffe, monkey. Glad not to see a turtle there. So there we go, the chicken scaled team gets the win. I was so relieved at this point. I had a lot of attempts at this. It's not really as frustrating as a lot of other challenges, though. It's just fun. You know, anglerfish is so fun. So here's one of the fails. You can see I've got 2 very weak muskoxen at the back. We do have 50-50 leopard, but it's only level 1. And on turn 17, 25 damage snipe is just not enough. I think even if I'd had the level 3 leopard here, I could have lost. They've got level 3 stego and an additional stego. So yeah, that was a bit of a swing and a miss there. And I've got one other fail clip, which is a little bit closer, I think. And I think actually here it may depend on the order or a little bit of RNG with the stego. So I give a couple of units to stake. We don't have the chicken scaling really. You know, they're all quite low statted for this late in the game. The stego gives the monkey the buffs and then the skunk activates. Yeah, I don't think it really matters which unit the stego buffs because of the skunk. And I think if I move the stego further up, then it doesn't actually make any difference. The rhino is still going to 1-for-1 the stego, and then the chain reaction will happen anyway because the rhino activates on feint now. It's all very complicated these days, but the end result was I lost. But I kept going and got the win, so we can take a little bit of a break from the anglerfish.